All right, this is just gonna be a quick little short, real quick, just to show you what happens. It rained just a little bit earlier, and you could tell that the peat moss pretty much is now stuck to the ground. It was kind of suspended on top of the grass a little bit, but you can see the rain has pushed it down. So now we're gonna have really good seed soil contact right there. Got a little bit of work right there, right there. And you can tell right here is where it really got pushed in. And that's good. It's right there as well. That means we're going to have really good seed soil contact, which means this has a really good chance of coming in. I don't think I talked about this spot right here. That's really what you're looking for right there. A lot of new growth. I can't wait to see it in the fall. This isn't going to be a long video, but this is pretty much what I'm left with at this point. I did put a little bit more seed down. You can see a little bit coming in right there. You can see a little bit coming in right there. You can see a little bit coming in right there. Some right there. But from where we started, this is where we're at. Let's come back over here real quick. I put a little bit more seed down right here as well. You see a little bit coming in, but you could tell this area filled in very well. But there is an issue I'm having. You could tell where, for some reason, this is stunted, where as juxtaposed this to over here in this area, where you can see this is pretty much grown up and grown out, and it is spreading. You can see I have like a little trouble spot right there along this ledge, trouble spot, but as you can see, that came in very well. It's starting to come in right there. This area right here, you can see a little bit starting to want to come in right there. And this right here, this really grew up and it started to spread, whereas the other side, it started to grow and then it stopped. Well, the good thing is there's this area right here. There's really no weeds in this area, just a couple. But once again, we could take care of that in a couple weeks, maybe, if I can push this stuff out. But right now, my biggest thing is just getting it to grow a little bit, and then we can worry about how to puff it up and get it to really grow like this right here, that right there, because it's not gonna look its best if everything is this low and not starting to come up this way. But you know what? Maybe I need to hit it with fertilizer. So when the lawn guy gets here this week, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit the lawn with not just some fertilizer, some fert. I'm also gonna hit it with a little bit of insect killer. I know there's some issues in the lawn. I see some ant piles coming up, so we're gonna go ahead and get that taken care of as well. But we're also gonna get this thing fertilized, at least this front part. The back I really don't care about, but the front, yes. So I'll see you sometime. I don't know when I'm gonna put this video out, but it'll be out sometime. Alright, so let's take another look over here. They did just cut this yesterday, and I did put some more seed down. And as you can see down there, you got some starting to come in right there. The one thing I don't like is that when they come with their heavy machinery, it kind of knocks things over. But as you can tell, you got a little bit coming in this area, you got some coming in that area, and you got some coming in over there in that area. So you can kind of really tell that this is not fully hardened in yet. That's the only thing I want to stress out, is that this is not fully hardened. So it's probably going to be about another month, 2 months before this is fully what it should be. But like I said, you come over here, I really don't like stepping on it. That's one of the problems, is I have been stepping on a little bit too much. But you come right here, you can see it is starting to come in. We got some germination coming in. We got germination coming in right there too. That's a big patch of it right there. Got some right there. So my thing right now is keeping this kind of cleared out and letting the good seed really get in. Filling in this spot right here. This is kind of a thin spot, but the same token, that's also kind of where a little bit is coming in right there as well. So by the end of summer, this will be ready to be sprayed with weed killer. Got weed right there. Got some right there. But good job. All right, so we're looking at this area right here where I did water. I watered this yesterday because, as you can see, I got a lot of stress and drought. It's not really drought. It's called something. My mind is blank right now. But dormancy. It's called dormancy. So I did water this area right here. And as you can tell, it did green up quite a bit just from the watering. But then something last night happened. It rained. So, but you can still see I do have a lot of drought stress, a lot of dormancy, like in areas right here. But because it did rain last night, it did get watered. But the thing is, I really don't water this side of the yard. But as you can tell on this side, it's a lot greener because it does get watered quite a bit. Because I have seed right in there, and a little bit over here. Like right in there. Now, something else you could kind of tell just from looking, something you could tell when I kind of stand up here is something is knocking this area over just a little bit. I have no clue exactly what it is, but as you can see, it is more green over here. And as you get further up, except for that area, it's massively green. Except for the edges, massively green until you start looking back there, and then you can tell where I'm not really watering because I don't really water out here. That's their side of the yard. That's the neighbor's side. This is our side. And because it's the backyard, I really too much don't care. But and another thing, I don't know what's going on up there, or right there, or right there. But as you can see, they got a little bit of it too. So I have no clue what's going on, but hopefully soon I'll get that down. But as you can see, the backyard doesn't look too bad. It is the backyard, but you do get a little bit of stripes. Now, let me show you the real anomaly. This stuff is just green. It's green, it's growing. You can tell that area is still just a little bit of a problem, but you could see some coming in. Back here, you can see some coming in right there, and right there. And actually you can see some right here. But you can tell this is a lot of good green. Little bald spot right there, but that's okay. Little bald spot right there, but that's okay. So it's safe to say this area right here is going to start pushing out. So it's going to start to fill in that spot right there, these little spots right here. But it won't be long until this area starts to creep along, starts to creep this area out. Now, I did water this area right here heavily yesterday, and it also did get a lot of rain. Now, one of the reasons why you love rainwater instead of regular water is because with a lightning storm, it does bring down a lot of nitrogen out the atmosphere, and it puts it in your grass ready to go. So this is going to be green in no time. So before I wrap up this video, let me just show you what I got going on right here. I still got these leaves right here. I don't know what's going on. Maybe my good buddy Shea Butter can tell me what's going on with these two. I don't think it's this. I don't think it's that tight on it to choke that off. But as you can see, I got some good growth starting. I got some more leaves coming. I don't think it's gonna bud this early, but it might. I don't think it will. This one, once again, you can see some new ones starting to kind of shape up. But time is going to tell. I'm going to keep watering it. I'm going to fertilize it in a few weeks, and we're going to figure this out. Well, I'm going to wrap this video up here, so thanks a lot.